Good afternoon to viewers from all walks of life. This is Desmos, and you're welcome to the channel of truth, enlightenment, freedom, and the channel of breaking empaths free. If you are new on this channel, I talk about narcissism and narcissistic abuse. I talk about spirituality, and I talk about personal and self-development. And if any of that resonates with you, I invite you guys to join us. Give us a like, share the video with friends, and you may subscribe if you haven't already. And for those that have always been with us, you are welcome back, and I thank you for your love and support. Now, I've always emphasized living a narcissist, the importance of no contact. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have heard someone telling you you have got to be no contact, those individuals, they know what they're talking about. You're supposed to practice and learn how to stop contacting the narcissist. You're going to delete their numbers, their phone numbers, their emails, their messages, their pictures. You are going to remove everything that has connected you with the narcissist in the previous years, everything out of your life. You throw them away, get rid of them, ban them if you have got to. Delete all social media platforms that are including the narcissist. Get them out of your life. The reason why we emphasize this point of no contact is because it is only through this process that you're going to initiate your healing. So your healing is going to happen the moment you initiate the no contact process, because you cannot keep on contacting a person that has already hurt you in the first place. So the healing usually starts to happen. On the other side, you have got to know that you have got an individual who does not want you to heal. The narcissist does not want you to see you healing. They don't want to see you doing better. They don't want to see you in new relationships. They don't want to see you driving new cars. They don't want to see you buying new homes. They do not want the best for you. Ladies and gentlemen, it's very important for you to understand this. Your healing also signifies a complete shutdown of the engagement between you and the narcissist. So it's a complete blockage. So it's like when you heal, the more you heal, is the more you realize that actually you have never needed those individuals in the first place. So they just came in through some kind of trickery. Now, the narcissist is going to collapse. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the reasons why we have told you to go no contact, because there is things you're going to start to see. You will start seeing a lot of things happening to those individuals, and those things are going to be very painful to watch. We have told you guys, you do not in whichever way have to worry about, for whichever reason, worry about karma. Never worry about karma. Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. Do not worry about karma. The narcissist is going to collapse. The narcissist has been on a mission to bring you down. Your encounter as an empath with a narcissist, there has been a mission playing in the background spiritually to bring you down. The narcissist has been performing these things and these acts of brutality on autopilot. They do not have a stop button. They have been programmed. The very moment they get into your life and you guys get entangled and start a commitment with them, they have got a program. There's a software in their head. They have got a mission that they are supposed to bring you down. They are supposed to break you down. It's the reason why you see a lot of times when you leave those kind of individuals, they are going to continue spying on you. They are going to continue wanting to know what you're doing. They are going to stalk your social medias. They are going to stalk your homes. They are going to drive around your places. They are going to keep on sending you messages. It does not matter whether they're with a new supply or not. The new supply is a temporary replacement. Let me repeat this. The new supply is a simple temporary replacement, because they know at some point in time that new supply may at some point catch up with them. One way or the other, it does not matter whether sooner or later it is going to happen that the new supply is going to catch up with the narcissist. But let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. You do not want to know, and you do not want to be there when the new supply catches up with the narcissist, because it's going to happen either way. You might have been a person who has been very patient. You have been patient with the narcissist. You know what I mean? They have been doing all these kind of things. You are there, you just give them a benefit of a doubt. You allow them to do all the mess, all this kind of drama they were doing in your life. You allow them to be themselves, because you see the difference between you and the empath and the narcissist. The empath, you're waking up every day and you're thinking about a way that you can save this relationship. You're thinking about ways that you can do, what can you do? Maybe that one was not working. Let's try another one. This wasn't working. Let's try that one. You have been finding ways to fix a broken individual. On the other hand, the narcissist is on autopilot. The narcissist is breaking down, is waking up every single day, thinking about the ways that they can break you down. It is only a person who comes to that sense of awakening. It is only that moment will help you realize what exactly have you been dealing with. The very moment you come to your eyes open, your spiritual eyes open, it is when you're going to understand the entities that you've been dealing with all these years without even you knowing it. You have been dealing with evil. That demon is on autopilot. It has been assigned to your life. They want to bring you down. But on the other hand, little does that demon know that you've actually been sent to their lives to save them. It is the reason why the empaths, they are working countless hours every single day. They are working trying to fix somebody. They are trying to fix, they are doing everything. You will do everything. Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. You will do everything with a narcissist. Until the point comes where you feel there's nothing left to do. You are exhausted, you're drained, you're tired, you're sick, mentally and physically, psychologically sick. That is how difficult it is to deal with the demon, because you are dealing with an empty soul. There is nothing you're doing is enough. There is nothing you can give a narcissist is enough. Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. You will exhaust all your resources trying to fix a broken individual, trying to fix an empty soul. It can't happen. It doesn't work. So the narcissists, what they do, as you're running low on fuel, they are swiftly moving away and carrying on to get new sources of supply. So it is a replacement for you. Then they're going to give you a break. They're going to put you somewhere and give you a break. So for them, it's like they've got that mentality that, you are their property. You know what I mean? So you belong to them. In one way or the other, you belong to them. So you are their property. It does not matter how far you go or you go away from them, you are their property. So they kind of like give you a break and let you go out there, do some little bit of work, some healing and everything like that. And then should the new supply, because this thing is like a cycle, so the new supply also comes to that point whereby they're tired. They are tired of putting in the effort because nothing they're doing is enough. So they're going to go through the same cycle like it's been. They're going to also run low on fuel, and the narcissist is also going to discard them. Normally, what happens at that moment, the narcissist is remembering, now they are trying to recycle their old sources of supply. The narcissist, listen to me, ladies and gentlemen, the narcissist is going to crumble. The narcissist is going to break down. The narcissist is going down. As an empath, I've told you guys, there is some things you don't want to see. You're going to hear their health has deteriorated. They have lost their homes. They have lost their cars. They have lost their jobs. For you to understand this, you have got to look at two things. Now you're looking at the physical narcissist who is showing you that, so they are so happy. You know what I mean? They are bringing around these. They're playing it cool on the social media. You know what I mean? They're coming around on their social medias. They're showing you, like, we bought a car, we bought a house with a new supply. I got a new boyfriend. Now I'm pregnant. We're getting married, and all those kind of things. That is the physical part of it. There is going to come a time, ladies and gentlemen, when the narcissist, on a spiritual level, you're supposed to have your spiritual eyes open to see this. The narcissist is going to deteriorate. The narcissist is going to collapse, ladies and gentlemen. You have got to have your spiritual eyes open to see this. The narcissist is going to collapse. It is that moment whereby you see a lot of hoovers are coming in, because at that moment when they reach and they're collapsing, so what they do now, that's when they're starting to remember you, that you're a very big part of their lives. They're starting to remember all these good things that you used to do for them. They are missing your energy. They are missing your fuel. You see the difference between you and the narcissist, new supply. You are the one that got away. The new supply is simply the new victim. You are the one that got away. You are the one who woke up. You are the one who figured out you're dealing with these demons. You extracted and took out your energy out of that entanglement, and you left permanently. The narcissist cannot handle that. It is the reason why you see the narcissist is going to have a serious, massive narcissistic injury. The very moment you wake up and you detach all your little supplies you have got with them, you detach each and everything out of their lives, you get away and go on to heal. The narcissist cannot handle that. That narcissist is going to collapse in so many ways. In worst case scenario, you're going to start hearing about things that have happened to the narcissist. They have been shot in somebody's house. They have been, maybe they were caught in somebody's house. They were shot. They have gotten ill. They've been hospitalized. A lot of things are happening with their health. There's some things that they're not going to show. Some of these things they're not going to show to the masses, because they don't want people to see this, especially when talking about these flying monkeys. And the people have been enabling the enablers of the narcissists. There's things that they do. They're always going to hide from them. But spiritually, that narcissist is collapsing and that narcissist is going down. And you, as an empath, there is things you don't want to see. You see, one thing you don't understand is that this entire time, you have been the narcissist karma. You have been in their lives to teach them the way to do and the way to live, at least authentically, appropriately and authentically. You've been teaching them so many things. They've been learning from you. Even a lot of times they've been stealing your own identity because they know you're a very beautiful soul. It is something that they never told you this from day one. But they know that you're a very beautiful soul, and they know that you've always stood out with them and you stood out for them. You've helped them in so many ways. You've got them jobs. You've got them off the streets. You bought them clothes. You gave them good sex or whatever. You validated them in each and every single way. That's the reason why the narcissist has been with you for all these years, because they have been feeding off your energy. So they have been only enjoying the benefits of just being around a beautiful soul like you. But the moment you detach and you unplug these cables and you get out of those entanglements, let me tell you something, the narcissist is going to feel that. Emotionally, psychologically, physically, they're going to feel that. Do not be surprised why you see those new sources of supply. They are starting to look like you. The narcissist has finally found out that this individual is gone. The grade A supply is left. They are now dealing with the grade B, but the grade B is nowhere compared to you. So now what they are doing now, they are turning that grade B to look like the grade A. So they're turning and they're crafting that the grade B supply to start looking like you. You will see them sometime copying your dresses, the way you dress, copying your swagger, copying your moves, copying the way you've been living. Sometimes, because the narcissist is always complaining, the narcissist is firing back to the new supply. The reason why the new supply was also brought into that equation, the new supply was brought into that equation so that they can now join up and team up with the narcissist to continue inflicting pain towards you. The new supply was brought in to continue inflicting so much pain towards you, showing you all these beautiful things that they are doing. Sometimes you'll even hear sometimes the narcissists bragging what they're even doing in their bedrooms with the new supply. The narcissists will come in your face and they will start telling you the things they're doing in the bedroom with the new source of supply. You have got to be no contact. You have got to know how to protect yourself. You have got to know that everything that the narcissist is projecting towards your way, it is to keep you in that kind of a bubble. They do not want you to get out of that bubble. They want you to stay in that bubble until the time comes when they're ready to pick you up and come and recycle you back into those relationships in something that they call the Hoover. But once the narcissist realizes that you're gone, they're never going to see you again. It is the game over. It is finished. It is done. You're done. The narcissist is going to collapse in so many ways you can never think about, in ways that you can never imagine. You find them beaten up on the street. You find them shot. You find them killed. You find them in hospital beds. You will find them deteriorating their health. The narcissist is going to collapse. The moment when the narcissist is collapsing, you are not supposed to be there. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're an empath, you do not have to be there. You do not have to see it. It is going to become very painful to you. And that's the reason why sometimes you see a lot of empaths. When they're seeing there, for example, you might have been a black sheep in the family. Now you're seeing your father. Your mother's collapsing. Your father's collapsing. They were part of your destruction. Now at this moment, you've extracted your energy. They started collapsing. That's why you see sometimes the empaths, they're thinking that, oh, my father is dying, my mother's dying. They are going around there trying to save them, trying to help them, all these kind of things. Let me tell you something, what is going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to go back and help those narcissists. Be there for them, or whatever, treat them, whatever they may be medicated, or they may be hospitalized. You may sometimes try to go out there and help them. It does not matter what you do. The very moment that narcissist gets back on their feet and they have healed, because of your energy. You have come back and put your energy back into those equations. They have healed and gotten back on their feet. They are going to go back to that pattern, and they're going to go back to the same program of destroying you. The narcissist is programmed to take you down. As much as you've been into their lives to help them, you've been into their lives to save them, because of course this is obvious. You will be with the narcissist every single day. You are going to do everything. You are doing everything you can. Let me tell you something. When you're with the narcissist, you will do everything in your power to make sure that you get back these individuals on their feet, because these individuals, they're feeling sorry for themselves. They are dealing with a lot of hidden wounds. They have a lot of hidden childhood wounds and trauma, and those things have not healed. So what they are doing now, because they have not been able to heal themselves, so they now start to project that pain towards other people, and especially beautiful souls like empaths. They want you to feel the pain that they are feeling within. They do not want to take responsibility of their pain. They want to project that pain onto you, not knowing that you are the only person who has been sent to their lives to save them. So as an empath, you're just simply lifesaver. But when you get away, ladies and gentlemen, is the end for the narcissist. There is things you don't want to see. There is things you don't want to participate. Let those individuals face their own karma. Let them deal with their own garbage. It does not matter, ladies and gentlemen. I've told you, this can be sometime your father. Your father might have tried countless times to take you out. So many times, but they have failed. You have taken out your energy. Now those fellas, those particular parents of yours, narcissistic parents, brothers and sisters, they are starting to decompose. Their health and everything they have got going on is starting to collapse. You do not want to see that, ladies and gentlemen. You stay out, you take care of yourself, you carry on and heal, and eventually become that best, the best version of yourself, and that person who came here to be. So let me know what you think about this video in the comment section below, guys. I always love and appreciate your support. You might always book a session with me if you want to. Donate and support my channel if you want to. Everything you need, you will find it in the description section below. Like the page, share and subscribe. And until then, I'll catch you guys in my next one. There's almost signing out. Peace.